Welcome everyone. My name is Jamie Shifley. I am a registered dietitian here at Wellness House. And my goal today is to help you manage a sore mouth. So we will talk about some of the reasons that the sore mouth occurs, and then we will discuss what you can eat and some steps you can take to try and address this common side effects. So I am going to go ahead and share my screen. Bear with me one moment. It does not want to let me. All right, hold on one moment. So we're going to just share this. Here we go. Perfect. Okay, so hopefully everyone can see my screen now. And I am, pardon me that we're getting these notifications. Okay, so a sore mouth is very common with cancer and cancer treatments. It is one of the common side effects of chemo and or radiation because those treatments tend to cause damage or changes to cells that are changing a lot, and the cells in our mouth go through a lot of regular changes and updates. So when we have these treatments, it definitely can affect those cells. So it's not uncommon to have some sore or painfulness in your mouth. But it's also very important, especially in the middle of treatment, to make sure that you're getting the right nutrition. So you want to be careful about the foods you're choosing so you're not causing more irritation, which will then cause you maybe not to want to eat as much. So you want to aim for soft, bland foods that are served at cold or room temperature because hot foods can actually cause more irritation in the mouth. So aim for choosing some pureed fruits, vegetables, meats, creamed soup, cooked cereal, macaroni and cheese, or other pastas. Or you could go for some dairy foods like yogurts, cottage cheese, puddings. And if you're doing beef or chicken or fish, you want to make sure that they're really cooked well. This is where like ground beef or chicken will come in helpful. Again, really at this point, you want to make sure you're just getting in those calories and protein, which we'll talk about. So things like milkshakes, bananas, applesauce, mashed potatoes, scrambled eggs, cottage cheese, those are going to be good options. And if you're really uncomfortable, you could soothe your mouth with some very cold foods. So you could freeze grapes or banana pieces or melon balls, really any fruit. It says mandarin orange slices. You could see those aren't too acidic, but if they cause any discomfort, which acidic foods can do, I'd be careful. You could do frozen fruit pops or ices. Again, anything to kind of cool and help relieve some of that pain. And if you're really having a lot of trouble because you have sores over, in your mouth and down your throat, then pureeing or liquefying foods is okay. The key is getting in those nutrients. Another option is to moisten foods. So things like breads, or even if you're doing meat and it's a little bit hard to swallow, have that in a soup or some sort of gravy or other liquid to get those calories, to get that liquid down and make it easy for you to swallow. And like I said, we do want to make sure that you're getting in the protein and calories that you need. So really, any food that you can comfortably take in is okay. And this is where things like canned vegetables and canned fruits are going to be a good option because they're softer and a little bit easier on your mouth at this time. And if need be, if you feel like you're not getting in enough calories, talk to your dietitian. Come to us if you have concerns. Talk to your doctor about supplements because that can be an easy way to get in what you need. And it's really important that you get in that nutrition so that you stay strong and can stay healthy and strong through all your treatments. You really want to avoid foods that irritate your mouth. So acidic foods, such as citrus fruits, oranges, grapefruits, lemons, limes, kiwi, papaya, pineapple, and tomatoes are also acidic, so those might cause irritation if you've already got some sores going on. Also, irritating spices and seasonings and condiments, so that hot pepper sauce, or even things like cloves or nutmeg. And some people might be okay with those, but if they're really pungent, it might give you trouble. Or pepper sauces or horseradish, you want to avoid those. Again, anything that's going to irritate, we want to limit that irritation and pain. And then things like rough, dry, coarse foods, so granolas, hard toast, pretzels, chips, snack foods and things like that. Try to limit, because that can just kind of scratch the side of your mouth. As well as alcoholic and acidic beverages. Those will also contribute to irritation. And if you really are having a lot of pain and trouble getting the sores to heal, you can use some of these tips here. So tilting your head back and forth to help kind of use gravity to get to swallow, so that you don't have to actively swallow, which can be painful. So just kind of slowly letting it come back. Drinking through a straw can help, so that can help avoid more, touching of the areas around your mouth, so that can help kind of help the cells in the mouth heal. Also, keeping your mouth really clean. So there's a nice solution you can make with a quart of water, 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt, and a teaspoon of baking soda. And then you want to rinse your mouth with that, and it can help clean, because if there's any germs sitting in there, they're also going to produce things that cause more irritation. So if we can get rid of the germs, we can help alleviate irritation. Avoiding tobacco, and also avoiding mouthwashes that contain alcohol. And if it's really bad, talk to your doctor about medications that you can use to help soothe your mouth or your throat. And jumping back to the mouthwashes as well as toothpaste, there's a whole line called Biotene, which is really nice and has some good options for low alcohol or no alcohol mouthwashes and toothpaste. So that's a good option to have. Now we have some good options for foods. Like I said, you want to make sure you're getting that protein, because if you're not taking in enough protein, your body's going to start to break down your lean mass, your muscle mass, which we don't want, because you'll lose strength. It can affect your immune system. So you want to make sure that you are getting in a good amount of protein. So if you do meats, make sure they're ground or chopped, cooked really well, just really easy for you to get down, and not do, whole pieces of meat or fish or anything that's dry. And any nut butter is a good option. Again, I wouldn't do chunky, but those are good ways to get in good healthy fat, good protein. Casseroles that contain like beans or other proteins, eggs, cheeses, other dairy products like cottage cheese and yogurt. Again, they're very easy to get down. They're going to provide you with some nice calories and protein that you need. And then again, if you really feel like you aren't getting the calories and protein you need, to consider a nutritional supplement. As far as grain foods, like we said earlier, you can moisten bread if you're having trouble swallowing it. Cooked cereals are a great option at this time. Or if you do cold cereal, make sure you soak it in milk or something, or a milk alternative to soften it. And then if you do pastas or rices, having a sauce with that will help it. Again, not a tomato sauce that's going to irritate, but something soothing. And avoiding things like crackers and dry toast, crispy bagels, pretzels, things like that. And fruits and veggies, again, a good option is canned fruits and veggies, because they're soft and cooked down. So a great option at this time. Mashed potatoes, applesauce, ripe bananas, watermelon, frozen fruits, all good, but try and avoid those real fresh, crispy fruits. That might be more irritating, or any of the citrus fruits and other acidic fruits we talked about, as well as pickled fruits, tomatoes, or other raw veggies that might be irritating. As far as beverages, fruit nectar should be okay. Again, sometimes it can be a little acidic, so just be careful. Water is always a good option. Limiting or avoiding carbonated beverages and alcoholic or acidic beverages is recommended. And then desserts, we want to make sure you're getting in calories. So having some gelatin is a good option. It does have some protein, or some ice cream, fruit ices, puddings, and custards. Again, you'll get a little bit of protein. And we want to make sure you're getting in calories. And then avoiding those cookies and cakes and things like that. And then there's other things, so cream soups, butters, vegetable oils, sauces, and gravies, which can help you get the food in a comfortable way. And then avoiding those irritating foods, crunchy foods, vinegar foods, and spicy foods. So hopefully that gives you some good ideas on how to manage a sore mouth. And as always, please don't hesitate to reach out to myself, Jamie Shifley, or Angela Dennison. We are happy to meet with you on an individual basis to help you with any side effects that you might be struggling with. Thank you for joining.